everyone, how we doing? How's work? How's business? How's the family? How are the kids? How is I don't know what's this about again. How's studies? How is training? How's that project going? How's your relationship? How is your situationship? For those of you who have that, how is everything? How's everything? I know that I don't ask about you on every episode, but I try to because you are listening, and that is a privilege for me. So I am concerned about you enough to ask how you're doing. I really hope that you're doing well. I hope you're good. I hope you're fine. I hope everything is working for you. I pray and hope and wish that your heart desires will be granted. I pray and hope and wish that your prayers will be answered. I pray and hope and wish that the answers to your questions will be provided. Every door you're knocking on will be opened. And everything that you're looking for, you will find, provided it's not going to hurt anyone. Any other person. This is Moh'Korode, and you're listening to another episode of the Mo podcast. I'm so glad to be recording. It's been so long since I recorded, and I have actually been busy and exhausted enough. I'm saying exhausted enough because honestly, I've had quite a lot on my plate, and it's been, tiring. It's been tiring, but I cannot neglect you people now. You have to hear my voice. I know you have missed it, and I am bringing it here for you. So I'm recording this because I want to start the series. I already recorded with 2 people, and I have plans to record with so many other people. I do not even know how long it's going to go on for, but it's going to go on for as long as we can keep it coming. The title of the series is What I Ordered versus What I Got. And yes, I know that when you hear what I ordered versus what I got, you already expect to see a tailor or a baker or someone who does a particular job, and you gave them what to do, you tell them what to do, or you show them what to do, and then even after telling you that they know what you expect of them, they give you a caricature of what you actually asked for. Well, it's not exactly like that, though it's quite related. I have come to realize or understand that in this country that we're in, Nigeria, I don't know how it is in other countries. Maybe when I get to meet people from other countries, then I'll tell you how it is with them. But right now, I've come to realize that several people in Nigeria, as kids now, we have aspirations, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a pharmacist, I want to be a lawyer. And then from primary school, we get to secondary school, and it's like when you're entering the senior class senior secondary school, it's like some things are changing because certain grades are not going well, and your teachers are realizing, okay, you have certain strengths, and they feel like, okay, you will do better in this class, and then you have to go to science or art or commercial, and it's like, okay, what that thing that you wanted to become is taking a different shape, and then you have something else you want your aspiration to be, or something else you're aspiring to become. You finish secondary school and you want to get into a university in Nigeria. I am still within Nigeria right now. You want to get into a university in Nigeria, and for some people, they write their exams or take their interviews and they get the course they want to study. And for other people, they write their exams or they take their interviews and they get an entirely different course. And there are people who have the patience to go do pre-degree and try again. There are people who will come back to write next year, and there are people who will just take the course and keep up with it. Now, you go through school, get your degree, your bachelor's, and you go for service. In fact, service year is something I'm not even going to get into. I'm so not going to get into service here at all. But then you finish school, you go for service, you finish 7, and you're in the work environment, you're in the marketplace. And on getting to the marketplace, it's like it's not what you bargained for that is there. So it's either you have to get a job that's in line with your degree, or you have to get anything that works. If that doesn't happen, you probably have to take a training or get to learn a skill, and you start doing something entirely different from what you studied in school, and it's like your degree is a waste. If that doesn't happen, you probably have to learn another thing. I mean, there is what we call handwork. That's what we used to say were skills, but now people are learning tech, and that's actually a skill on its own. So it's like you start somewhere, you end elsewhere. That's basically what the series is going to be exploring. What you thought you were going to be, what you thought you were going to be when you were in primary school, and what you thought you were going to be in secondary school, and then getting to the university, what you thought you wanted to be, what you eventually got to study at the university, what you thought you were going to work as or be outside the university, what you eventually got. For people in my age range, or for people in my generation, we're still in the making. A lot of us have not even gotten to what it's going to be eventually. We're still in the process. We're still trying to figure it out. So by the time I interview or talk to some of the people in my generation, I'm very sure that whatever it is we say is still going to be appointed to whatever it's going to be eventually. So it's possible that there are people who will have some episodes, or who will be on some episodes right now, and in like 5 years, say we're still here and you're still listening to us, they're going to have another episode talking about the same series, and they're going to have something else to talk about because the story is different. And we will also be engaging people that are much older, that seem like they have gotten to a place where they can actually, rest with whatever it is they're doing. And we're also going to get to know where they started from, what it is they ordered and what they eventually got. That is basically what to expect on this series. And I know that at some point it's going to be like there's a lot of repetition, because some people are going to keep saying what other people have said. But I want to implore you to not stop listening to the series, because as much as people have the same thing or similar things to say, there is a difference in everybody's story. As much as there are people who have things that are very different, like there was at no point they got what they wanted, there are also people who got what they wanted at certain points. So we will be exploring this. There's so many people out there that we can talk to. I am going to be sharing mine, This is basically an introduction for the series. So yeah, get ready, expect, and we will start very soon. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for anticipating. Share with your friends, your family, your colleagues at work. Share with anybody that you know. Let's go viral. And if you would like to be on the episode, please, you can send a response. Yeah, you can send a voice message and we'll reach out to you. Thank you so much. You're listening to Moh'Korode again, and this is the Mo podcast. And the series or beginning is what I ordered versus what I got. Watch the space.